Welcome to our podcast. I'm Diana Bromberg.
And I'm Nicole Henriquez.
We are the attorneys of Bromberg and Henriquez PC. We have an office located in Bayside, New York, as well as Garden City, Long Island. You can reach us at 718-714-8542. So today what we're going to do is discuss with you how third-party actions affect your workers' compensation cases. Most of the time, people have a hard time understanding why the third-party case, which is, to give you an explanation, is you have an accident on the job. However, the reason why you got injured was because the fault of a third person. So you're driving in an employer car and you get hit. So you have a workers' compensation case as well as a claim against the driver that hit you. Let's say you're in a construction site and you work in a building and you get hurt in that building. You have a workers' compensation case as well as a possible claim against the building, the other contractors, the other building owners. There's maybe multiple parties. So there's a lot of different ways where a third party can be sued for an accident that happened at work. Generally, you are not able to sue your employer as long as they have workers' comp insurance, but you are able to pursue a lawsuit against anybody else who may have caused or contributed to your accident. So what does that mean? Your workers' compensation benefits are the initial benefits that you are going to receive. So you'll get your weekly benefits if you're out, you'll get your medical treatment covered by workers' compensation. Those things are still covered by workers' compensation. So in a car accident, the first $50,000 is automatically paid by the workers' compensation insurance company, and there is no lien against that. However, if there is more than $50,000 paid where it's a motor vehicle accident, the insurance company for your workers' compensation may take a lien or a credit.
Correct.
So it's important that if you settle your third-party case, you have to understand that part of your settlement could have a lien against that, for the third party. So you may not recover $100,000 like the attorney for the third party says. You may recover less because of the lien. And it does affect your workers' compensation case. So if you settle your third-party case and you recover a $50,000 settlement, if it's a car accident and the workers' compensation board has not paid that money yet, you'll still get your benefits or you'll still get a settlement depending on what it is. But if they've paid more than that, they now have a credit. So this is a very delicate type of situation, but we just want you to be aware that if there is two cases because of your work-related injury, that they do have an effect of each other. So if you had a slip and fall at a construction site and you settle that case against the building or against a different contractor, then when you settle, it does affect your workers' comp because they have a credit for whatever they've paid. Now, a lot of clients are, why am I paying back, or why is there a lien? Because the benefit of getting injured on the job, even though it's not an ideal situation to be injured, but when you are injured, workers' compensation steps in and says, you know what, this happened while you were working, we will pay for your treatment, we will pay for your lost time. But because it was due to the negligence of a third party, we want to have some kind of payback from that third party because really it wasn't the job's fault you got hurt, it was that third party. So that's why it's important to understand that, and we work very closely with third-party attorneys for our clients to make sure that we get you the maximum benefit. So we determine whether it makes sense to settle your workers' compensation first and then settle the third party, or whether it makes sense to settle the third party and then keep certain things under workers' compensation, because there's different ways to settle a case where you could still get your weekly benefits, you could still get your medical treatment covered, because if it's a severe and serious injury, you don't want to take one benefit and then lose out on another benefit and you need surgery and no one wants to pay for it. So we are very diligent to make sure that those things are covered and discussed with the attorneys as well as you to get you the maximum outcome.
Correct. We do a very serious calculation. We weigh all sides and we give you what your options are so that you can make an educated decision.
Please visit us at www.bhnylaw.com or give us a call at 718-714-8542 and we'll answer all your questions. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.